Hey, dolls. Thank you for tuning in to my channel. Let me tell you something. This is a very auspicious occasion. This is my first sponsored video. So I want to thank Teddy Blake. First of all, this bag is everything. Gorgeous, perfect size, seasonal. I think you need to know that leopard is a neutral. It goes with everything and every season. Thank you, Teddy Blake. This is a perfect segue with the bag because we have a lot to take out, unpack out of that bag. What I'm whining about today is getting flued out and this video.
I am about to tell y'all something so crazy, but I am currently in Singapore stranded because I let this guy named Omar Ba Diallo fly me out for a vacation, and he thought that I was going to talk shit about him to my mom. So this man kicked me out of our hotel, threw all of my stuff outside, canceled my flight, and then left me stranded here, and I have been by myself in Singapore ever since.
As I usually say, I'm going to let you get to it all by yourself if you're interested. But the Cliff Notes version is she had a friend, they dated, they broke up, they got back together. He invited her on a trip to Singapore. She alleges that she had to take off work and he gave her $3,500 prior to the trip because she would have to take off work and she makes very good money. A quote. They go to Singapore. She looks fantastic, as you can see. Hair did, nails did, everything did. They get there. Apparently, day one, day two is fantastic. Everybody's things romantical. And at some point, she says that she got up to go make a phone call to her family, but she needed to leave the room. And chaos ensued. Final outcome is she was kicked out of the hotel and her flight was canceled. Yeah. Child. Another story I saw was, I might not be telling it 100% right because it was a little while ago. The young lady was getting flued out, gets to, let's say, Miami, and shows up with a friend that the gentleman was not expecting. Basically brings, I believe she brought the friend as a buffer or maybe a safety net. My edge, please. But she explains to him that the young lady's going to stay in the room with her. And why are we playing games? Why are we playing games? I'm a big age, but at the end of the day, I'm still a girl. Why are we playing games when you know that this scenario is transactional? Easy. And before you come for me, I'm a mother, I'm a girl, I have 3 children, I have a daughter. So I'm trying to tread a decent line here, but I need y'all to be careful. Easy. Just pay attention. What I'm saying is this. There's nothing free. If I get flued out for a brand trip, that trip is not free. I have to do content. I'm going to show the room. I'm going to show the hotel. I'm going to show the products. I'm going to show all of the things because there's nothing free. You got flued out. You're going to get bent over the balcony, whether it's by the brand or by the man. Hopefully my children don't watch this one. So let me say this. Because people on social media just stunt, I'm sure there's a better word and a newer word, but I'm going to use the word I know because of my age. They stunt on the gram and you present a persona that is not real. True story. A good few years ago, maybe 7 years ago, I'm just working my regular job. I'm going to say 7. Yeah, maybe 7. I'm just working my regular job, and I'm grateful for my job. And I meet somebody, Miami, good time, not a long time. Flies me out to Miami. I have a good time. Subsequently, I went several times, and every time I went, I was treated exceptionally well. Great restaurants, going out on the town, living it up, shopping, all of the things, all of the time. Had a wonderful time. The last time, he and I are not, like, there's something off, something's not right. And Miami is the tricking capital of the world. Maybe not the world, but one of the top fives, with like Dubai and all kinds of places like that. But he was clearly done with me, but I didn't know it. And he didn't really verbalize he was done with me. So the last trip, I get out there, and I'm just as happy to see him as I am every other time. But there had been some red flags that I didn't pay attention to. I get out there, and basically he he abandoned me. And I had no money. But he took me to the hotel and left, and he never came back. The entire time I was there, I had no money. When I tell you I had no money, like, I had my round trip ticket. I don't know if we would call it kind, but he didn't cancel the flight. So I had my round trip ticket, and basically that was it. And he paid for the hotel room. So I'm grateful for that he didn't like throw me out in Singapore. But the point is, that was the lesson I needed. Let me tell you. That was the lesson I needed. And I thought I was going to take that story with me to the grave. I needed that to happen. Because, class, what did that teach us? It taught us that at any point, something can become transactional. And what I don't like is adults playing games. Back to the Singapore. Back to the girl bringing a friend. And when she brought the friend with her, because I don't even know if I finished that story. When she brought the friend with her, he was like, well, I'm not paying for anything. And she got upset because she was like, what do you mean? You knew what it was. I think that people don't know tricking is old as time. It 100% is old as time. And you going out here, going to different countries, going to different places, leaving your home with just vibes is wild. Because for nothing else, something could happen, and not with the person you're with. And this is not just men. This happens with girls' trips, all kinds of things. I'm confused. I don't know what's going on. What is going on? Why are we out here like this? Why are we out here putting our lives in the hands of basically strangers? And for me, going back and forth to Miami, I would have never thought that would happen. Never thought it would happen. And let me tell you something, baby, that when I say that was the lesson I needed, that was the lesson I needed, because it has never happened again. Where are we going? Okay. If I don't have the funds, that if I have to stay an extra day, that if I have... please. So it shocked me when I saw that video, because the video of Singapore was recent. Like, this is just happening. Young lady. But there were so many questions. You said he gave you $3,500 prior. Where's the money? Where's the TV, Gator?
Into your father's color TV.
Mama, I smoke the TV.
Like, transactional. I just want to know, your thoughts on it. This is not a very long video. This is not a very long video because I feel like what I had to say was quick. And then it'll be at that point that she still keeps talking. The point, and again, don't attack me with the bullshit. Okay? You can say whatever you want. Put the comments in there, but don't attack me. Be nice, my edges. But what I'm saying is this. You on the phone talking sexy to somebody, talking slick to somebody, what you gonna do, how you gonna do, all the things you're gonna do, and then you get to said destination and we put a whole video about that. You have your period. You have your period. Why are we whispering it in 2026? You say you have your period. And it happens, but the point is when you use things as a stall tactic, why go? Why go? Nobody's entitled for anything. You don't owe anybody anything. But if you're setting up this transaction, you're putting yourself in a bad position because people have gotten hurt for less. You are not 100% sure, you don't want to get down with this man, then you don't go. You don't want to get down with this man, then you have money for your own room. You'll be like, I'll meet you tomorrow morning for the excursion. What? Why are we putting ourselves in this position? And then you're going to make a 27-minute video where you're like, yeah, I don't understand. Ma'am, you came on this trip with this man and you had to leave the room to call your family. He's thinking you're cheating. And he's like, I'm not going to pay. I'm away with somebody. Listen, I went with that last story I told you with my friend, the story that I told you about my friendship ending. We were with my friend that lives in Miami. It's a male, and my friend that is no longer my friend. During that entire trip, in his presence or not, I spoke to my man, Eddie. That's my man. What? Because this was not that type of party. So I just don't understand why in this day and age we're shocked and appalled. And then the men get on and start talking nonsense about the women because he's like, Shorty knew what it was. She did, I did, we all did. And then you got there and you played game. And if that man knocks your head between the balcony doors, then we're all up in arms. Again, nobody deserves anything, but why are we putting ourselves in these positions in 2026? Don't put yourself in a position that you're beholden to somebody or have to do something you don't want to do to just get home. I would like to know your thoughts on it. Easy. It was just an observation. I saw the video, it was intriguing to me. Let's get back to Teddy Blake. Easy. Anyway, thank you guys. So this was not the appropriate top for this topic because it's very low. Thank you for subscribing, commenting, liking, sharing, doing all the things. I really appreciate it. I'm enjoying it. And again, be mindful of my edges. Have a great day.